almost Christmas. This giant North Star has guided me to downtown Orlando. With just mere days to go before Christmas, I needed to go to a place to get some pointers to make sure I don't screw things up. Whoa, that's a big ball. I figure the best place to go to where they're experts is Frosty's Christmastime Lounge. For those that haven't been here before, it snows. Frosty's. Right, I love it. You know, the snow is great. The drinks are wonderful. The company is fantastic. The view is amazing. And Mike is having the coconuts roasting over an open fire snow cone. We've had these in prior videos if you want to check out our old arsenal of visits here. Baby, it's cold outside. I know him! You sit on a throne of lies. By the way, Artie Lang, have you seen him lately? Holy cow, no nose cartilage. Whoa. They have Klondike bar shots, and they have the champagne of beers. So by the way, we're here at Frosty's for SantaFest. It's kind of like, they were hoping for like a SantaCon type of appearance here. If you haven't seen SantaCon, check out one of these videos.
When thousands of people dressed in festive gear hit the streets for the annual SantaCon pub crawl.
So after 9 o'clock at night, it's just the two of us, and 2 other Santas have appeared. Early. 3 other Santas. Nice. We're growing. Around the corner from Frosty's is the okayest bar in town. We are heading up to Joysticks. The entranceway to Joysticks. Who are you gonna call? Crazy one? This is the bar. It's Donkey Kong. Also V. They have a lot of cool drinks. But they also have a bar that's shaped like Monopoly. I don't know how well you can see this, but these are the drinks. And this is a Nutini. I think I'm going to break some of the geekdom walls down here. Nutini is delicious. So right next to Jaws, we got a little Haunted Mansion action going on over here. Mike went Dagobah. Steamy. We're going into the Goonies Lounge. Flynn's Arcade. We're looking for the dude. They also have the Lightsaber Lounge. Han, sabers, helmets. You got this Barbie chair next to Ghostbusters, next to Scooby-Doo. All of the games are set on free play here. And there's a guy with the hospital gown. Mike the alien playing Space Invaders, killing his own kind. So we're heading out of Joysticks. The reason why we went to Joysticks is because Frosty's didn't pan out like the way we'd hoped that it would be. 5 days until Xmas, but there's nobody in there. SantaFest was kind of a bust. I was really kind of hoping that SantaFest would be like SantaCon in New York. You know, they get thousands of Santas out there. But for us, not so much. But I think we may have started a movement. There was like 7 of us at that bar. Kind of smell it. Smelled like beef, smelled like cheese. Santa. Merry Christmas pizza. Well, here we are a day later. SantaFest was a little bit of a letdown. You know, I had anticipated it being a little bit bigger of an event. Frosty's Christmastime Lounge, we started going there when it had opened up. I think it's a really awesome concept. But the last couple of times that we've been in there, like if we've stopped in to catch a drink before going to a show or something downtown, it's been fairly empty. It does have its run of folks that we've seen there on a regular basis, you know, crowd-wise, you know, maybe like a handful of people every now and then when I stop in. But you know, I think since it opened up, there's, you know, there were 2 rooms there previously, and I think one of them used to have like the Yule log going and stuff on the outside of the main bar, and it's kind of seemingly been rethemed to just, you know, generic type of bar at this point on the side, as opposed to having both pieces being Christmas themed. There weren't many Santas that showed up, so I think in total, when we were there at least, there was between 5 to 7 of us. I mean, for the longest time it was just the 2 of us. But I think that comes from lack of marketing at times. I know we've had folks that have come back to us and say, you know, what can you do to try to help push local places instead of theme parks, because there's so much more to do outside of the theme parks. But really, I think a lot of these places need to help themselves probably with better social media campaigns and things too. You know, there's this event, we found out about it through the Frosty's Facebook page, where they had an event up there, but literally nothing had been promoted in that event for, I guess, the better part of the last couple of weeks leading up to this. Like in the discussion tab, nothing in there whatsoever. So kind of disappointing, because I'd love to see downtown flourish. And for those that are not familiar, I mean, downtown booms at night, especially during the summer, where, you know, there's a lot of club hopping. But I think you know, we have a history of cyclical happenings where downtown Orlando was kind of like the real big thing, and then Pleasure Island was kind of conceived so that, you know, when people were visiting like the Disney and parks area, and the same thing for like City Walk, you know, the parks want those people to kind of stay on site instead of spending their dollars elsewhere, you know, downtown Orlando and other places. And you know, at least with Pleasure Island, it lasted for a good chunk of time, I think, before Disney got a little too concerned with maybe some of the liabilities of people drinking and driving and things like that, or behavior of people when they're overly indulging. But now, you know, we've since come back around again with this real big push around Disney Springs and so many restaurants. And I think initially with Disney Springs, people wanted to push the restaurants, but then over the last year, they've really pushed more towards the drinking aspect of Disney Springs, with having like bar carts on the sidewalks within Disney Springs, and flyers promoting different drinking establishments that would be open later at night, etc. So I hope it doesn't damage the business downtown too badly, because I'd really like to see downtown continue to thrive. I mean, especially when we went to Joysticks also. Joysticks I like a lot. All of the games are on free play, so you're basically just buying drinks, and you know, some great theming in that bar as well. But it hasn't been overly crowded the last couple of times that we've gone past there as well. In any event, maybe SantaFest grows a little bit next year. Maybe to do a little bit more pushing and promotion of it, and you know, we can get our own little SantaCon going, even if it doesn't rival the size of what happens in New York City and other places, but maybe it can continue to grow. So in any event, thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.